Captain America is one of the most iconic heroes ever created. But did you know there's more than just Steve Rogers? From alternate universes to different timelines, there are many versions of Captain America out there. In this video, we're exploring every Captain America that has ever existed. So grab your shield and let's dive in. We are starting with Steve Rogers. Steve Rogers is the original Captain America. He was a skinny guy who wanted to help fight in World War II, but wasn't strong enough. Then, he took a special serum that turned him into a super soldier. With his shield and bravery, Steve became the first Captain America and led the fight against bad guys like Hydra and the Red Skull. Next is Bucky Barnes. Bucky Barnes was Steve Rogers' best friend. He fought alongside Steve during the war, but later became the Winter Soldier after being brainwashed by Hydra. Eventually, he broke free from their control. After Steve stepped down, Bucky took up the shield and became the new Captain America, continuing his friend's legacy. Next is Sam Wilson. Sam Wilson, also known as the Falcon, was one of Steve's closest allies. He had wings that let him fly, and he was always ready to help save the day. When Steve retired, he gave the shield to Sam, trusting him to carry on as the new Captain America. Sam showed that being Captain America isn't just about strength, it's about doing the right thing. Next is Danielle Cage. Danielle Cage is the daughter of superheroes Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. In a future timeline, she inherits her parents' superpowers, which include incredible strength and durability. Using these abilities, Danielle takes up the mantle of Captain America to protect the world from evil forces. Her story shows how the legacy of Captain America can be carried on by new heroes. Then there is Frank Castle. Frank Castle, also known as the Punisher, is a vigilante who usually fights crime using his own harsh methods. In one storyline, he becomes Captain America, combining his intense approach with the ideals of the original hero. This version of Captain America is more aggressive, reflecting Frank's personal mission to punish wrongdoers, but he still aims to uphold the core values of justice. Then there is Carl Zante. Carl Zante, also known as the Acrobat, was a villain who once pretended to be Captain America. He used the disguise to trick people and commit crimes, taking advantage of the trust people had in the real Captain America. His actions showed that not everyone who wears the costume has good intentions. Next is Frank Simpson. Frank Simpson, also known as Nuke, was an American soldier who served during the Vietnam War. In an attempt to recreate the original Captain America, the government administered a version of the super soldier serum to Frank. However, the process was imperfect, leading to his gradual mental instability. Unlike Steve Rogers, Frank's transformation involved painful cybernetic implants. Then there is Isaiah Bradley. Isaiah Bradley was an African-American soldier during World War II who became part of a secret government experiment, attempting to recreate the super soldier serum after the original formula was lost. Out of many test subjects, Isaiah was one of the few survivors, gaining enhanced abilities similar to those of Captain America. He undertook covert missions during the war, earning the title of the Black Captain America. Next is Jeffrey Mace. Jeffrey Mace, also known as the Patriot, was a journalist who became a superhero during World War II. After the apparent death of Steve Rogers, Jeffrey was chosen to assume the mantle of Captain America. Without any superhuman abilities, he relied on his courage, combat skills, and unwavering dedication to justice to uphold the legacy of Captain America. Jeffrey's tenure as Captain America exemplifies how ordinary individuals can rise to greatness through determination and heroism. Next is Peggy Carter. Peggy Carter is a brave and skilled agent who worked during World War II. In an alternate universe, instead of Steve Rogers, Peggy receives the super soldier serum, transforming her into Captain Carter. As Captain Carter, she wields a shield emblazoned with the British flag and fights against evil forces, showcasing her strength and heroism. Then there is Roberta Mendes. Roberta Mendes lives in the future, in the year 2099. She was given a special serum that turned her into Captain America of her time. Interestingly, Roberta doesn't know she's also Captain America because her transformation is triggered by a code word, making her unaware of her heroic actions. As Captain America, she leads a team of heroes to keep the world safe. Next is Piton. Piton is a member of the Skrulls, an alien race capable of changing their appearance. He underwent a procedure to become an exact copy of Captain America, believing himself to be the real hero. This transformation was part of a plan to infiltrate and conquer Earth, but it also caused Piton to struggle with his true identity. Next is William Burnside. William Burnside was a young man who admired Captain America during World War II. After the war, he studied everything about Captain America and even changed his name to Steve Rogers. He discovered the secret formula that gave the original Captain America his powers and used it on himself. However, the formula wasn't perfect, and it caused William to become mentally unstable. Despite his good intentions, his story shows that trying to copy someone else can have unexpected consequences. Then there is Starship Captain America. In the distant future, there was a spaceship named Captain America. This starship was built to help protect people in space, carrying on the legacy of the original Captain America. It shows how the symbol of Captain America continues to inspire and protect, even among the stars. Next is Sharon Rogers. Sharon Rogers is the daughter of Steve Rogers and Sharon Carter. In her universe, she becomes Captain America, continuing her parents' legacy. Sharon is highly trained in martial arts and espionage, and she wields a blaster lance and an energy-absorbing shield. She battles evil and tyrants around the world, upholding the values of justice and freedom. Then there is Aaron Fischer. Aaron Fischer is a young man who becomes the Captain America of the railways. He fled an abusive household and joined an underground network of Captain Americas dedicated to protecting people from violence and exploitation across the United States. As the Captain America of the railways, Aaron protects his fellow runaways and champions the unhoused and destitute. Then there is William Nashland. William Nashland was a teacher and adventurer who became the second Captain America during World War II. When Steve Rogers was presumed dead, President Truman asked Nashland to take up the mantle of Captain America to continue the legacy. He served as Captain America until his death in 1946. Next is Adam. Adam was part of a secret program called Weapon 6, aiming to create super soldiers like Captain America. He was brainwashed into believing he was the real Captain America and claimed to hear the voice of God. Unfortunately, the experiments made him unstable, leading to his demise. Then there is Bob Russo. Bob Russo was a professional baseball player who decided to become the new Captain America after Steve Rogers stepped down. However, during his first crime-fighting attempt, he miscalculated a rooftop swing and crashed into a brick wall, injuring his arm. This mishap made him realize that being Captain America wasn't as easy as he thought, and he quickly gave up the role. Next is Ariel Agbayani. Ariel Agbayani is a college student who took on the mantle of Captain America to protect her fellow students from abuse and injustice on campus. Inspired by the symbol of Captain America, she joined the Captain's Network, a group of individuals across the country embodying the hero's ideals to stand up for their communities. Then there is Captain America AI Avengers. This version of Captain America was an android created by Dr. Hank Pym as part of the AI Avengers, a team of robotic Avengers designed to provide him with positive affirmation. Later, the android was reprogrammed by Raz Malhotra under Egghead's control to fight Giant Man and Ant-Man. Eventually, it was deactivated along with the rest of the AI Avengers when Raz was freed from Egghead's influence. Next is Glenn Reaper. Glenn Reaper was an actor who portrayed Captain America in a movie serial within the Marvel Universe. His character was a homage to Grant Gardner from the 1944 Captain America film serial, lacking some of the traditional costume elements like the wings and shield, and instead using a gun. Then there is Dave Rickford. Dave Rickford was a highly decorated Special Forces soldier who was empowered by Nick Fury, posing as the power broker, to adopt the mantle of Captain America. He went into action in New York City, stopping several minor crimes before attacking an AIM base. Quickly overpowered, he was saved from being turned into a new MODOK by Steve Rogers, who had been observing the rookie hero for a time. Next is Quatrus. Quatrus was an artificial being known as a bioblastoid, created by the villain Arnim Zola. Zola made Quatrus look exactly like Captain America to trick people during the trial of the Red Skull in Germany. This fake Captain America was part of Zola's plan to deceive the Avengers and others involved in the trial. Then there is Nichelle Wright. Nichelle Wright is a young woman from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, who became the local Captain America to protect her community. By day, she is an activist working to solve social issues, like organizing protests to ensure her town has clean water. At night, inspired by stories of Isaiah Bradley, she patrols the streets as Captain America, using her skills to keep her neighborhood safe. Next is Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez, also known as Chitasca, is a construction worker and handyman from the Kickapoo tribe in Kansas. He is well known in his community for providing free assistance and repairs to help his neighbors. Joe took on the mantle of Captain America to protect and serve his community, using his skills to rebuild and support those around him. Next is Shannon Carter. Shannon Carter is the cousin of S.H.I.E.L.D. agent Sharon Carter and grew up admiring Captain America. She worked as a tour guide at the Avengers mansion and, inspired by her hero, created her own costume and disc-shaped weapons resembling Captain America's shield. Shannon trained extensively to become a skilled athlete and fighter, eventually joining a new team of Avengers as the hero American Dream. Then there is Misty Knight. Misty Knight was a decorated New York City police officer who lost her right arm in a terrorist attack. Thanks to a bionic replacement from Tony Stark, she continued her fight against crime. In one instance, when Sam Wilson was unavailable, Misty donned the Captain America uniform and wielded the shield to uphold justice, showcasing her dedication to heroism. Next is Kyle Richmond. Kyle Richmond, also known as Nighthawk, is a wealthy businessman and superhero. In an alternate reality, he took on the role of Captain America, bringing his own skills and resources to the fight for justice. As Captain America, Kyle continued to uphold the ideals of freedom and bravery, demonstrating that anyone can be a hero with the right determination. Next is Henry Gich. Henry Gich is a strict government official who often works with superheroes like the Avengers. He believes in keeping a close eye on them to ensure they follow the rules. While he hasn't taken on the role of Captain America himself, his actions have significantly impacted the superhero community. Then there is Peter Parker. In an alternate universe, Peter Parker, who is usually Spider-Man, takes on the role of Captain America. In this world, Peter's uncle Ben died during World War II while trying to protect Dr. Abraham Erskine, the creator of the super soldier serum. This event leads Peter to become a hero similar to Captain America, combining his spider abilities with the ideals of the famous super soldier. Next is Bruce Banner. In an alternate universe known as Earth 94823, Bruce Banner, who is usually the Hulk, took on the role of Captain America. In this reality, he wore Captain America's uniform and had special metal claws made of adamantium. He teamed up with other heroes to fight villains like Dr. Octopus and Magneto when they attacked a place called the Daily Bagel. Next is Jessica Jones as Captain America. In an alternate universe known as Earth TRN 988, Jessica Jones, who usually works as a private investigator with super strength, becomes Captain America. After escaping the control of a villain named the Purple Man, she decides to take up the shield and lead the Avengers. She continues to fight for justice until the Avengers base, called Avengers Mansion, is destroyed by a robot named Ultron. Next is Kree Captain America. In an alternate universe called Earth 99315, the alien race known as the Kree conquered Earth. To mock Earth's heroes, some Kree soldiers took on their identities. One Kree became Captain America, joining a team called the Kree Avengers. They fought against Earth's heroes and later battled insect-like invaders. Eventually, this Kree Captain America was involved in a time travel conflict known as the Destiny War. Next is Miles Morales as Captain America. In an alternate universe called Earth 22532, Miles Morales, who is usually known as Spider-Man, becomes Captain America. In this world, Miles grows up on a military base where his dad and uncle work. One day, he accidentally gets exposed to the super soldier serum, the same formula that gave the original Captain America his powers. This transforms Miles into a super soldier, and he is trained to become the new Captain America. He takes on missions to protect people and uphold justice, carrying on the legacy of the original hero. Next is Captain America. In the Spider-Ham universe, Captain America, also known as Steve Mouser, is a heroic cat who embodies the spirit of Captain America. He is a member of the Scavengers, a team of animal-themed superheroes, and has teamed up with Spider-Ham to fight villains like Moltron. Captain America wields a shield and is known for his bravery and sense of justice. Then there is Captain Assyria. In an alternate universe known as Earth 9105, Captain Assyria is a member of the Avengers. In this reality, Egypt dominates the world and has colonized the United States, which is called Assyria. Captain Assyria leads the Avengers in this world, fighting for justice and order. Recently, Captain Assyria and the Avengers of Assyria have returned to Marvel Comics, appearing in the X-Force series. Next is General America. In the Marvel Universe, General America is an alternate version of Captain America from Earth 3010. In this reality, Steve Rogers serves as a high-ranking military officer, leading the U.S. Army without the super soldier serum's enhancements. He relies on his leadership skills and military experience to protect the country. General America is known for his strategic mind and dedication to his soldiers. Then there is Captain Britain. Captain Britain is a superhero from the Marvel Universe who protects the United Kingdom. His real name is Brian Braddock, and he was chosen by the wizard Merlin and the Lady of the Lake to be the champion of Britain. Captain Britain has superhuman strength, speed, and the ability to fly. He is known for his bravery and dedication to defending his country. Next is Chaplain America. Chaplain America is a humorous version of Captain America from Marvel Comics. In the Not Brand X series, he is known as Speedy Rogers and is a parody of the original Captain America. Instead of fighting villains, Chaplain America uses his shield to serve as a chaplain, offering spiritual guidance and support to his fellow soldiers. Next is Captain Mexica. In an alternate Marvel universe where the Aztec Empire was never conquered, a hero named Captain Mexica emerged to protect his people. At some point, he traveled to another universe but was captured and put into stasis by a group called Armor. Unfortunately, he was later freed and turned into a zombie, attacking others until a hero named Machine Man stopped him. Then there is Captain Atlantis. In an alternate Marvel universe known as Earth 10222, there's a hero named Captain Atlantis. He leads a team called the Atlantean Avengers, a group of underwater superheroes who protect their ocean home and sometimes help the surface world. Captain Atlantis is similar to Captain America, but comes from the underwater city of Atlantis. Next is Captain America Jr. In a special comic series called Unlimited Access, Marvel and DC Comics teamed up to create unique characters by blending their heroes. One of these characters is Captain America Jr., who combines Marvel's Captain America and DC's Captain Marvel Jr. This fusion results in a young hero with super strength, speed, and the ability to fly. He fights evil with a mix of bravery and youthful energy, embodying the spirit of both original characters. Then there is Miss America. America Chavez, also known as Miss America, is a young superhero with the power to punch star-shaped portals between dimensions, allowing her to travel through the multiverse. She also possesses superhuman strength, speed, and the ability to fly. America is known for her fearless attitude and strong sense of justice, often teaming up with other young heroes to protect the universe from various threats. Next is Captain Anarchy. In an alternate universe called Earth 138, Karla Morningdew becomes Captain Anarchy after taking the super-insurgent serum. He fights against corrupt governments and corporations alongside his friend Spider-Punk. Captain Anarchy wields a shield and stands up for the oppressed, embodying the spirit of rebellion and freedom. Then there is Yeoman America. In a magical twist, Captain America, whose real name is Steve Rogers, was transformed into Yeoman America by an evil sorceress named Morgan Le Fay. In this altered reality, everything looked like medieval times, and Steve became a knight, complete with armor and a sword. Even though the world around him changed, he still fought bravely for justice. Eventually, with the help of his friends, he broke free from the spell and returned to his original self. Then there is Captain Squirrel. In the Marvel Universe, there's a fun character named Captain Squirrel. He's a squirrel who wears a tiny mask to keep his identity a secret. Captain Squirrel is friends with Squirrel Girl, a superhero who can talk to squirrels. Together, they go on adventures and help save the day. Next is Primax. In the Marvel Universe, Primax is a hero from a future world where Captain America has fallen. In this alternate reality, Captain America was defeated by a villain named Korvac. A brave warrior named Jeremiel decided to take up the fallen hero's shield and continue the fight for justice. He adopted the name Primax and became a symbol of hope, leading the charge against evil forces in his world. Then there is Dr. America. Dr. America is a superhero who combines the powers of Captain America and Doctor Strange. This fusion results in a hero with super strength, agility, and the ability to perform magic. He uses his unique abilities to protect the world from both physical and mystical threats. This fusion results in a hero with super strength, speed, and the ability to perform magic. He fights evil with a mix of bravery and mystical knowledge, embodying the spirit of both original characters. Next is Captain Last. Captain Last is a villain who leads a group called the One America Army. He gained his powers from a super soldier serum, similar to Captain America, and wields a shield like his hero. Captain Last and his army attacked a caravan carrying supplies, but they were stopped by Spider-Man and his allies. Later, they merged Captain Last with a germ, allowing them to invade Brooklyn. Captain Last fought Spider-Man, but Spider-Man used his powers to defeat him. Then there is Captain Venom. Captain Venom is an alternate version of Steve Rogers, the original Captain America. In this reality, Steve bonds with the Venom symbiote, gaining its powers and abilities. As Captain Venom, he becomes a formidable hero, leading a group called the Resistance to fight against evil forces. However, during a battle, he is captured and assimilated by a villain known as Poison Hulk, leading to his presumed death. Later, he reappears, having been transformed into a poison, a more dangerous version of the Venom symbiote. Next is Weapon America. Weapon America is a unique version of Captain America, who has been enhanced with the abilities of two survivors from the Weapon X program. This fusion results in a hero with enhanced strength, agility, and regenerative healing, making him a formidable force against evil. Weapon America is introduced in Avengers Forever Issue 7, where he plays a significant role in the battle against the villain known as Nuke. Then there is Captain Amerikid. Captain Amerikid is a member of the Little Avengers, a group of child versions of famous superheroes. He was captured by a villain named Malpractice, who trapped him and his team. When Spider-Ham, the Silver Burper, and Fantastic Four Tots came to rescue them, they were also captured. However, Spider-Ham managed to escape and freed both the Little Avengers and the other groups. Together, they all fought and defeated Malpractice, saving the day. Then there is Butch Canwell. In the 1940s, a mobster named Butch Canwell was troubled by how Captain America and his sidekick Bucky were disrupting criminal activities. To tarnish Captain America's reputation, Cantwell created a fake Captain America costume reinforced with bulletproof armor. He then impersonated the hero, committing acts that frightened people and turned public opinion against the real Captain America. Next is Captain Alexis. Alexis is a highly advanced artificial intelligence created from Hank Pym's anti-Ultron virus. She possesses superintelligence and capabilities beyond most AIs. During her time with the Avengers, Alexis developed romantic feelings for Captain America. In honor of him, she adopted the title Captain Alexis and donned a star-spangled uniform. Then there is Civil Warrior. In Earth TRN 634, Steve Rogers, known as Captain America, faced a devastating outcome during the superhuman Civil War. In this reality, the conflict between heroes escalated to catastrophic levels, culminating in a final battle where both Steve Rogers and Tony Stark inflicted mortal wounds upon each other. Steve survived, but Tony did not. To honor Tony's memory and bolster his mission, he integrated Stark's advanced technology into his own combat gear, abandoning the mantle of Captain America to become the Civil Warrior. Next is Kyoshi Morales. In Earth 11-1831, Kyoshi Morales serves as Commander A, a futuristic version of Captain America in the 25th century. He is of mixed heritage, including Latino, African American, Japanese, and Native American descent. Commander A wields twin energy shields and wears a uniform equipped with a neuroweb that can interface with technology and project holograms. His base of operations is in the United Americas, specifically in the technologically advanced city of Port Yuma, Arizona. Next is Captain USA. Captain USA is a patriotic hero from an alternate Marvel reality. In this version, he played a small but notable role when he helped stop a mugger who had robbed a friend of Warstrike's ally, Giz. After successfully preventing the crime, Captain USA posed for the cameras, proudly showcasing his heroism. Then there is Captain Romanus. In an alternate Marvel universe, Captain Romanus is a heroic figure from ancient Rome. He is renowned for thwarting an assassination attempt on the Emperor's life, orchestrated by a group of senators led by Brutus. Next is Captain Hydra. In an alternate Marvel universe, Captain Hydra is a version of Steve Rogers who was raised and indoctrinated by Hydra, a nefarious organization. In this reality, a sentient cosmic cube named Kobik altered history, leading to Steve being recruited by Madame Hydra as a child and becoming a loyal Hydra agent. He rose through the ranks to become a prominent leader within Hydra, embodying their ideals and strategies. Next is Captain Amerigo. Captain Amerigo refers to Sir Amerigo, a medieval knight from the 13th century who is considered a past life incarnation of Captain America. He was a noble knight with a squire named Bucky, mirroring the relationship between Steve Rogers and James Buchanan Barnes in modern times. Then there is Captain Zolandia. He is a mutated clone of Captain America, created by the villainous scientist Arnim Zola. Exposed to negatively charged gamma rays, this clone possesses superhuman abilities and serves as one of Zola's enforcers in Dimension Z. Additionally, Captain Zolandia leads a group known as the Unvengers, hypermutates cloned from various Avengers, including versions of Iron Man, Hulk, and Thor. Next is John Walker. Portrayed by Wyatt Russell, John Walker appears in the Disney Plus series The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. In the series, he is appointed by the US government as the new Captain America. However, his methods and decisions lead to controversy, culminating in his discharge and subsequent adoption of the US agent persona. Then there is Ape Captain America. In the Marvel Apes universe, Captain Ape America leads the Apevengers, a team that includes reformed supervillains. Secretly, he is a vampire, along with his version of the Invaders, and plots to enter the 616 universe for sustenance. To accomplish this, he has already killed his world's version of Mr. Fantastic. However, it is revealed that the vampire Captain Ape America was really Baron Blood, who took on Cap's form and increased his strength through the super soldier serum inside him. The real Captain Ape America was still frozen in ice up to the modern era, and helped the Gibbon, Wolverine, and Speedball fight off the vampire Namor. Next is Cap Wolf. In the 1992 Man and Wolf storyline from Captain America, issue 402-408, Steve Rogers investigates the disappearance of John Jameson, leading him to a town overrun by werewolves under the control of Dreadman the Druid. Captured and transformed into a werewolf by the villainous Nightshade, Rogers becomes Cap Wolf. Despite his lycanthropy, he retains his consciousness and teams up with other werewolf-like superheroes to defeat Dreadman and destroy the source of his power. Eventually, Rogers is cured of his condition during a battle with his doppelganger. Then there is Samantha Wilson. In the Marvel Comics Earth 65 universe, Samantha Wilson serves as Captain America. In this alternate reality, she is the first and only super soldier, fighting alongside S.H.I.E.L.D. in war-torn Europe. Her character offers a unique perspective on the iconic hero, blending familiar elements with new dimensions. Next is Super Soldier. In the Amalgam Comics universe, Super Soldier is a fusion of Marvel's Captain America and DC's Superman. During World War II, Clark Kent undergoes an experimental procedure combining the Super Soldier serum with Kryptonian DNA, granting him powers akin to the original Superman. After a battle with Ultra Metallo, he is frozen in ice and remains in suspended animation for decades. And last, we have Gladiator Captain America. In the 2015 Secret Wars event, the Planet Hulk storyline introduces a unique version of Steve Rogers as a gladiator on Battleworld. In this reality, Steve Rogers is a battle-worn gladiator who, along with his trusty steed, Devil Dinosaur, ventures into Greenland, a Hulk-infested territory ruled by the brutal Red King. His companions include Doc Green, a Hulk incarnation of Steve himself. That's the story of every Captain America ever. From Steve Rogers to the most unexpected versions, each one brings something special to the legacy. Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing superhero content. See you in the next video.